my wax and book friends, welcome to my channel. I am Amber if you are new, and please check out my website, which is madaboutmelts.scentsy.us, where you can find all sorts of wonderful home fragrance products. Today's video is actually a tag, and this is a tag that Martha from Martha's Fragrance Corner created. And I'm excited to do it because I did a book tag version of it and I really enjoyed it. And so now that this home fragrance tag has been created, I'm excited. So this is the home fragrance rapid fire tag, Q&A tag. So it's a fun thing to do, and it's a good way to get to know, me and whoever else you watch. And if you do it yourself, please tag me down below. I'd love to watch yours as well. So let's jump into it. I don't remember every single question, and so I'm going to try. If you know me, I'm a rambler. You already know this as I'm rambling right now, but I'm going to try and do this as rapid fire as I possibly can. So question number one, and I'll put the questions in the video and hopefully I'll remember to do it in the description as well. So if you do want to put your answers in the comments, or like I said, do your own video and tag me, I'd love to watch it. Okay, question one, candles or wax melts? 100% wax melts. I went through a phase, well, I've gone through waves. It feels like what first got me into Scentsy was, or not Scentsy, what first got me into home fragrance was candles, because back in the day, they didn't really have much in the way of wax melts at the time. But then I got introduced to Scentsy in 2007 and haven't looked back. But there was a point between that as well, 2018 or so, that I kind of stopped melting and started getting back into the candle side of things, and just found out that for me as a fragrance person, I like wax melts better because I don't have an issue with burning candles, but it takes me forever to get through a candle because I know myself and I get bored with the fragrance. And so with wax melts, it's super easy to change and you're not left with a huge candle, your cupboard getting filled with a bunch of bulky candles. And so I switched back to primarily melting wax. And Scentsy is my love. It's my first love. I do melt other things too every once in a while, but it is primarily Scentsy. So that was question one, and it was already a couple minutes. I told you, I'm not very good at rapid fire. Okay, question two, woodsy or fruity scents? I do like both, but fruity of the two. Question three, spring, summer, fall, winter? I prefer fall, winter of the two. If I had to choose, I would actually probably say summer, fall, get a little of both. Those are probably my two favorite melting seasons. So, but if I had to choose between the two, fall, winter. Then question four is hot plates or Scentsy warmers? 100% Scentsy warmers. I have used some other warmers in the past, and for what I melt, like I said, primarily Scentsy wax. There's no reason not to use Scentsy warmers. I do think they're better quality, not to knock other brands, but I do feel they are better quality. So beautiful. There's so many varieties, and they just work with Scentsy wax, since that's what I use. I have used them for other, vendor and retail, that sort of thing too. Just fine, but I know especially if you are primarily a vendor wax melter, I do know that a lot of the time the hot plate warmers will work better because they're hotter. But we have quite a few warmers that are higher in wattage. Plus we do have our own version of like a hot plate warmer with our element warmers, and some can be on the hotter side. But so anyway, long story short, Scentsy warmers. Okay, question 5, vendor wax or Scentsy? I've pretty much answered this already. Scentsy, I'm not against other waxes and have used them, but Scentsy is my first love. And I've always been someone that's like a brand loyal type of person. And so I always go back to what I love the most. So, Scentsy. Then question 6 is, would you prefer to buy multiple smaller size wax or loaves of the scent you love? And in regards to that, I would say bricks of the scent you love, which is what Scentsy has, is bricks, which is like a half a pound of wax, size of my head. I absolutely 100% smaller clamshells of wax. I am not a fan, just like with the candles. It takes me forever to get through a scent if I have a bigger amount, and then it just takes up space. And so I much prefer the smaller clamshells to the bigger like loaves or bricks. Okay, question 7, right? 7, yes. Least favorite scent note in wax. 100% patchouli. I'm not a patchouli fan at all. So every once in a while, a scent will have patchouli in it where I can tolerate it. But most of the time, if it has a patchouli, it makes me gag. I do not like it. So, patchouli. Question 8, most underrated scent blend. Ooh, I don't even know what I would choose for this. I would say, for me, anything that has nutmeg or kiwi. If I'm looking in the summer, I love a scent blend that has kiwi more often than not, and you don't find kiwi in a lot of scents. So kiwi for sure. And then for a fall scent, nutmeg. I usually adore a scent that does have nutmeg, and it's not a spice you see used overabundantly. And so yes, kiwi and nutmeg. All right, question 9 is the last scent you warmed. I just put in, well, upstairs out that door, I put in rainbow sherbet as part of the wax melting challenge that I'm doing this month. And then downstairs, I put in the Encanto bar, the Familia. Family comes first, or Familia comes first, something like that, from the Encanto collection. So those are the 2. Then after that, the last scent you bought, that again would, oh no, it hasn't. I haven't officially bought it yet. I was gonna say my Scentsy Club is shipping or is going to process this month, but when I'm recording this, it hasn't processed yet. So my answer would be the Encanto collection. Again, those were the last ones that I bought. Okay, then the 11th question is, do you double bag? No, because again, I don't buy vendor wax very often, and you don't have to worry about double bagging this. Okay, then the 12th question is, do you store by vendor or season? Season. As I said, I don't buy a lot of vendor wax. I do have some, which I do keep separate from my Scentsy wax, but they are also in a season for what I do have. And a couple of the retail waxes that I also have are also by season mixed in with my Scentsy stuff. So yeah, season. 13, top 3 favorite scent categories. That would be gourmand / bakery, same thing. Fruity and woods, with the caveat that it's not cologne-y, because some woods, some cologne scents, or how am I supposed to say that? Some scents that are in the woods category, I'm specifically talking Scentsy, are cologne scents. And but I like wood scents when they aren't cologne-y scents. I like pure wood blends rather than like a cologne version of the wood, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. I definitely want to hear this answer, so leave that down in the comments if nothing else. I want to know what your top 3 favorite scent categories are. Okay, question 14, blend or single note? Blend for sure. I'm not much of a single note type of person. Then, because I'm not much of a mixer myself, so a single note kind of can get a little boring in my opinion. So I like the blends. Okay, question 15, strong thrower or soft and subtle? Absolutely. I like my scents to whack me in the head and knock me down on the ground. I prefer the strong throwers for sure. Okay, question 16, morning or evening melter, all day melter? I put in new wax in my main living space. I put new wax in the morning, and I let it go throughout the whole day and turn off my warmers at night before bed. And then the next day I'll put in new wax. So unless it's a scent I absolutely adore, then I'll let it go for more than one day. But usually I switch out the scents every day, except here in my bedroom. In here I do weekly changing. Okay, after that is question 17. Name the first 3 scents that come to mind. Barefoot Beach, Surfer Chick, Sweet Plum Pastry. That actually was pretty quick. I know when I answered that question in regards to books, it took me forever to actually think of 3 answers, but that one worked out actually pretty quick. Okay, the 18th question is scents that make you nostalgic or relaxed. So would you rather have, I'm assuming it's like, would you rather have a scent that makes you feel nostalgic or relaxed? Nostalgic for sure. I'm very much get attached to fragrances, which is why I adore Scentsy Club. Plug for Scentsy Club. And so if a scent reminds me of something from the past, then I usually end up really loving it. So for sure, nostalgic. Okay, question 19 is fresh linen or sweet bakery? 100% sweet bakery. I do not like linen scents or really laundry scents at all in my home fragrance, but linen specifically, not a fan of. So question 20, what is a heartbreak scent that you can no longer get? This is something that I've been kicking myself for the last few years, and that is Pacific Sandalwood. And I'm kicking myself because I had it in my Scentsy Club. I had it in my club, and I decided to take it out, and I've regretted it ever since. And so please, if you guys see Pacific Sandalwood come back for voting for Bring Back My Bar, please, for all that is holy, vote Pacific Sandalwood back. I adore that scent so much. I was an idiot to edit it out of my club. So that is my next plug. You guys helped me get back Surfer Chick. So now that's my next one that I'm plugging is Pacific Sandalwood. It is so good. And we had it in a collection like 6 years ago now. That was an international wax collection. Put in my club, like I said, and decided to edit it out like an idiot. So Pacific Sandalwood. Okay, after that is question 21. Do you use the same scent throughout your home or change it by section? Okay, mainly I use it through, this is kind of a hard question because I put scents all over my house. Main living area, so kitchen, family room, living room, dining area, all the same scent. So downstairs living area, all the same scent. Out in my loft, all the same scent. Here in my bedroom, all the same scent. So for most of the areas are like kind of all the same scent, but then like smaller rooms like here, bathroom, you know, those sorts of things, those are different. So kind of both, but I feel like mostly all the same. So I don't do like a separate scent in the kitchen and then the living room, you know, because it's all kind of open concept for me downstairs, so it's all the same scent. All right, next question was question 22, which is, do you track what you've been warming? I don't do like spreadsheets or anything. The only way I track is I do which if you guys have been around, have seen my What You Warming video, my home fragrance roundup that I do a couple times a month. That's the only way I've tracked. So once I've used a scent, I will put it away till I do the video. And then if it's empty, of course, I'll throw away the clamshell. Or if there's still wax, then I'll put it back in my cupboard to be used again. So in that way I do, but I don't like keep track like spreadsheet wise or anything like that. All right, question 23 is try a dupe or buy the OG. 100% again, OG. If I can get it, I am always going to choose the original over a dupe. But I'm not against dupes. If it's something that you can't get, like for a while there, Lucky in Love, which did just come back in January. It used to be my favorite scent of all time, and it had retired for a while. And then before it came back with Bring Back My Bar, there were other companies that did dupes of it. And so I would buy that, but I would much rather have the original compared to the dupe, but not against dupes. Question number 24 is a scent you didn't expect to love, but now do. Dude, I don't even know. What could I do? Oh, okay. I'll choose this one because it just happened. Summer Holiday. I didn't used to like that one. And so this is a little bit of a different spin, but I used to not like that one. But it did just come back. It's available right now on my website. It came back for this Bring Back My Bar that's happening right now. And I didn't like it when it was in the catalog a few years back, but I really love it now. I think I'm going to club it. I don't know, but I'm feeling like I want to club Summer Holiday now. So it's kind of a Boom Boom Cream dupe a little bit, but a little more floral, which is why I used to not like it but our noses change, and my nose has changed, and now I'm enjoying it. So I'll say that one. Then question 25, yeah, 25. Seasonal melter or mood-based melter? Seasonal, 100% again, except where I can rebel against my rule of seasonal melting with the wax melting challenge I do every month. And so that's what happens out in the loft. And I do whatever fits the prompt. And but overall, I'm a seasonal melter. Then question 26 is Scentsy Club or stock up all at once. 100%. Again, I'm using that word a lot, and I don't use it all the time. All of a sudden for this video, I'm using that word quite a bit. But anyway, 100% Scentsy Club. I will sing Scentsy Club's praises forever and ever. Adore Scentsy Club. I love the fact that you can save bars, and if they're in your club, you can get them as long as you want them, and then you don't have to stock up on wax bars. I will buy a few bars if it was one that I enjoyed but not enough to club it, and I see it like come back in clearance or whatever. I'll get a few of them, but again, I'm still not someone that like buys 30 or anything like that. I'll get probably 3. I was trying to think of what I got the max of before. mint, marshmallow mint cocoa. They had that in a flash sale a couple years ago now, and I ended up getting 6. I think that's the most I've ever stocked up on at once, was that scent, because that was another that I was an idiot and took out of my Scentsy club. That's another one that's a heartbreak. So hopefully, again, vote for that one if you can. So that's it, you guys. I will try and think of people who to tag, because I don't know who's been tagged already. But if I don't tag you, please feel free to do it. And like I said, please tag me, because I enjoy hearing people's answers. It's a lot of fun. But there, now you got to know me a little bit more in regards to my home fragrance preferences. I'll also link my book version of this at the end of this video, so you can take a look at my book answers as well. But please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.